नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम क़ाल अल्लाहु तआला इन्ना हुदल्लाहि हुवल हुदा and वक़ाल रसूलुल्लाहि सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम खैरुकुम मन तअल्लमल क़ुरआन व अल्लमहु सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम व सदक़ रसूलुहुल करीम रब्बी इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी I have divided the alphabets in groups. So let's talk about group number one. Group number one. Okay. So in the group number one, I have alif, right? And the English letter close to alif is A. Okay. Then we have dal, and the English letter close to dal is D. Okay. So is it okay to assume that everybody is comfortable with the Arabic letters, correct? Okay. This is called zal. For example, we call it zal. And the English letters close to this will be D with the sound of Z. So when we say this word, zal, we have a little bit of T and Z sound. Okay. This dal or alif is ALIF, alif. And dal is, if we have to write in Roman English, is dal. And the letter is D, letter is A. And for zal, the letter is D and Z. Okay. The next letter is letter Ra. Okay. And the English counterpart is letter R. So far, so good. Okay. Then the next letter is Zal or Zai. This is Zal, but this is Zai. And the letter in English is Z. Okay. And then we also have wow. And this is, if we write like wow, right? And the letter in English is W. Everybody clear on that? So how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this group has 6 letters. So on what basis I divided them or separated them out?
One question, brother Abid. The wow, can it be you too?
Okay, maybe you can say that is you. Okay, but the sound it comes out is wow, right? So I'm not talking about the letter. If you want a closed letter in English, will be W.
Yeah.
Because the wow comes from the W, right? So what is so special about these letters that I separated them out is that you can connect any letters to these letters from the right side. Okay, what does that mean? So if I take, let's say, dal, if I come from the right side, I can call it, I can add kaf to it. You see what happened? It becomes kad. Yeah. So I can add or connect letters to these letters from the right side alone. Because if I want to connect something from the left, if I connect from the left, there is going to be a gap. Okay. What did that mean? For example, let me think of an example. So if I take, okay, let's say Ra, okay, then I want to say rizq. So I'm going to say rizq. You see, I could not connect the letters from the left, but from the right, I could connect right next to it. For example, I could say mak, not this one. What will be an example of connecting Ra? So Kareem. For example, see, I could add the letter, sorry, from the
Your
right.
letters are cutting off. Okay.
So I could attach the letter from the right or connect, but from the left, there's always going to be a gap between the two letters. So all these group of letters you saw here, if you're trying to connect something from the left side, you would always find a gap in between. You cannot just connect it to them. Is that clear? Okay. So I'm sure that this is some information we never have paid attention to before. So it's good to know that these letters are only connectable from the right side, and from the left side they will always have a gap between. So as you can see, there is always a gap. It's not connecting.
Brother
Okay.
Abid, Brother
Yes.
Abid, there are words, there may not be gaps. For example, kamar.
Kamar. So kamar में
कोई gap नहीं है.
okay, let's write. So kaf mim ra, right?
Yeah.
So you're right. I said right side is okay, right? You added kaf mim to ra from the right side. So this is absolutely fine. That's what we are saying. You can connect any letters to these letters from the right side, right? But from the left side, there will always be a gap. That is why I said, when I say risk, I could not say ra and za connected. Can I connect ra and za?
But if it completes on that word, then there will be no gap.
Okay, so yes, if you're saying that if this is the only word, yes. But again, if I add something else to it, okay,
Yeah.
I would have to have a gap. So yeah, in your understanding, what you're saying is correct. All I'm trying to highlight that these letters, when you try to connect something from the left side, they will not be connected physically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Just example for dal is the dunya. You can so there will be a gap between dal and noon.
So dal and then
Dunya.
dunya, there
Yeah.
is a gap. Yeah. That's right. So again, this is from again is not coming from me. This is coming from the Arabic teachers, and especially from the Tajweed point of view, or even the understanding the Arabic alphabets. This is an extra piece of information. It's nice to have, and because when we are learning Arabic, the alphabets are the basics of it, or most essential. So if we don't understand them, then basically we are missing a a very vital information. Okay, so the second group I am going to talk about, it has 8 letters. Okay, this is letter ba. Okay, and just to save the space, I'm going to write the letter underneath it. So the English letter to donate ba is B. Then there is a ta. It is T. Okay, but remember this. This is a light T. Okay, light T. Then we have something called sa, and the sound will be T/S. Okay, so something like sa, and you have to get your tongue hitting the tip of your teeth, then it comes out sa, sa, sa. Okay, then the next letter is noon. Okay, and the English letter to donate noon is N.
And
Then fa is the F. Okay, the thick of the thick one is also known as the letter Q. Okay, and the next letter is kaf, which is like this, and it can also be written like this, right? And this is the letter K. Okay, so this is the lighter version of this cough. So this is queen and this is kite. You can see the difference. Queen with the you bringing the sound from the deep throat here, queen, and this is kite, like queen and kite. So there is a difference. This is heavy. I should just
Queen
say
and
heavy.
king. Queen and king.
Queen and king. Let's see. That's a good example. Queen and king. All right. Then the last letter is yeah, and it is I think Y. Any questions on this?
It's
Okay.
clear.
So just for fun, because they all look like a boat, right? We call them a boat family. Okay. This is not an Arabic term. This is just for our brain to keep them in mind that, oh, these letters look like a boat. See, they all look like a canopy. Group number 3. Okay. Group number 3 is letter ta. And this is T also, but it's a thick one. Oh, sorry, you can see. Okay, can you see now? All right, so ta is the T also, but it's a thick one. Ta, ta, light. Ta. So the counterpart was this. This is light,
Oh,
ta, and this is ta, shaitan, right? Shaitan, shaitan rajim. So, so some of you who are mashallah already well versed with tajweed, you know what I'm talking about. But my
oh,
main point is to, for the benefit of some of our sisters and brothers who are not, whose mother tongue is not Arabic, and they don't know what these letters identify. So I'm trying to give them the English counterpart so that they can relate to them in some other reference. Yeah. So, zo is again another letter which is the similar to ta, but it has the nukta. So it is like za, right? And then we also have another letter called lam. Lam is L. And then we have meme. Meme is M. Okay. Then we have ha, which is like this. So it is ha or H sound. Any questions on this? So I believe Sister Homa, if you can hear me, do you find this useful?
Yeah, very simple. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, Jazakallah. Exciting. Okay, group number 4. Okay, so in this group, we have something called seen. So the sound will be like seen, but the letter will be S. Yeah. And then there is a counterpart of seen is called sheen, and the sound, the H sound comes in. So sheen. Okay. So it's called, if you want to donate it with SH, right? Then we have sod, right? So if you want to sound it, it's going to be like sod, SAAD, right? And the letter will be, I think, sod. Okay. Then the counterpart for sad is dod,
God.
right? So you're going to say dod. Okay. It's different from this dal. So this is very hard because I myself is still a student of Tajweed. So and being from the India, Pakistan, India, these are some of the tough letters for us because we always mix them up, right? So seen, sheen, sod, dod, right? Okay, so that's group number 4. Now let's talk about group number 5. Group number 5 is Jim. Okay, so if you want to write it down in English, it will be like Jeep, like a Jeep, but Jeep. And the letter is J, right? Ha, ha from the, from your throat is called ha, or there is also ha. It's still very hard for me to say, but I'm working on it. So H, and then ha, ha. So this is with the little bit of like when you're saying, when you're trying to spit, ha. So we have to work on that. So this will be KH, KH, right? Then we have Ain, okay, which is again something close to A. And then we have the counterpart, ghain,
Rain.
right? Ghain. So which is a like GH sound. So far so good. About something called a short vowel. Okay, we talked about short vowels. Okay, how many vowels in English?
5.
How many? 5. Okay, somebody use the, yeah, please take it out. Okay, and Arabic is how many?
Arabic is 3.
Keep that distinction in mind. Okay, so what do I mean by that? So let's say this line is a letter, okay, and I'll explain it to you, but think of this right now. This line is a letter. So if there is this sign on the top of the line, is called fatha. What is it called?
Fatha.
Fatha, right? And this is how you write in Arabic. Okay, so how do we understand fatha? When you understand fatha, you think of this as letter A. Okay, if you want trying to understand a reference point for English language, the reference point for English language is letter A. And I'll give you an example also. So here is the kasra, and this is equal to letter E. Okay, so it's known as kasra. Okay, kasra. Okay, and the letter is E. And similarly, when we say U or the dhamma, so dhamma, then is the letter U, or some people may also give the sound of O. Okay, it's common in our our country. Some people will use the O sound, but popular opinion is the U sound. Okay, so what is an example? The example is if I have the letter ba and I put this fatha, so it become ba. Because it's a short vowel, one haraka. One haraka mean when I say haraka, that the amount of sound you're going to create is one haraka, ba. That is a small haraka. Similarly, when you have letter ba and you put the kasra, then it will become b, right? And similarly, when you have letter ba and let's say you have a dhamma on it, it will become bu or b o. So bu, this is not exactly what I'm trying to give you as close to the sound, but pay attention to the sound I'm making and not what I'm writing. The writing is just for reference so that you know what I'm trying to say. So ba, bi, bu. Okay. When you see a fatha, you're in your mind, letter A or A sound made by letter A, it should be coming into your mind. For the kasra, the letter E, and for the dhamma, the letter U or the O sound. And I will be more inclined towards the U sound. Okay. So this is an example of short vowel. Yeah. Any questions on this?
Sorry, I have a question. So on the ba, if there's a standing, what do you call it? I don't know, short vowel or long vowel.
Yes, I am
Then
coming to
what's the
that.
difference of that? Ba, ba.
Yes, hold on to that thought. It is a little bit later in this in the
Okay.
slide. Okay, so right now focus on the short vowels. That fatha is this sign, kasra is this sign, the dhamma is this sign. So these are short because we make a short sound, ba, bi, bu. Then we have something called a long vowels. Okay, and what is that? What is that is, for example, if I have same idea, if I have the fatha, add an alif to it. Okay, so before here I made a sound, now will become a sound, like two haraka, one haraka and two haraka. Is that making sense? Okay. So if there is a fatha and it's a long vowel, there will always be like an added alif here, because remember we said fatha is equal to the corresponding letter, Arabic letter is alif. Yeah. Similarly, if we have kasra, so the corresponding letter will be ya. So it will become e sound. A, e, u. Little bit longer. It was a, e, u. But here a, e, u. So if there is a dhamma plus wow, because what is the corresponding letter with dhamma? Wow. Okay. So this will be wow. Now, how do I explain this? For example, if you take the same letter ba, this time I'm going to take only half of it and I put fatha on it and then I will add alif to it. So what does it say? Ba, ba, because I am now elongating to get the sound of alif. And in tajweed, these three letters, alif, ya, and waw, you will notice that they will come before, when there is fatha, there will be alif. When there is kasra, there will be ya. And when there is dhamma, let's say I put a little dhamma here, then the letter will be waw. And that is what we call the mad taba'i, that you have to make these elongated sound. You have to give two haraka. So then letter ba with the kasra, then you add ya to it, it will become b, little bit longer, two haraka, right? And if I say letter ba with the dhamma and add waw to it, it's going to be
Go.
so again, little bit long. Ba, bi, bu. Ba, bi, bu. Ba, bi, bu. Is that clear? Brother Khalid?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Can we say bu, boo?
Okay, we can also say bi, you, bu. Okay. So as I mentioned that in order to explain things, I'm writing whatever comes close to the sound, but you need to focus on the sound I'm making. So don't take just this word, also listen to what I'm saying. So I'm saying boo. So that sound is very close to U and O sound. So
Yeah. Sorry, brother Abid. Yeah, I cannot be you. Double O makes more sense.
okay, that's fine. Okay, so if you're clear on this, what we have covered in this slide, and again, this will come in handy later in the course, that we will be dealing with fatha, kasra, dhamma. Okay, and this concept will also help you improve your understanding of the Quran when you read next time. Okay, one haraka for fatha, and if there is a two haraka or there is a alif followed by fatha, then this is a mad, and there is a kasra followed by ya, that's also mad, and then these two haraka, a, e, u, ba, bi, bu. Okay, all right. The next thing, again, these are things we know from our childhood, but again, there are a lot of people out there whose mother tongue is not Arabic and they struggle with these things. So I think this is worth taking the time to go over this, inshallah. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is nunation. Nunation. Or in Urdu, Arabic language, you know is as tanween. Nunation. And the meaning of this in Arabic is tanween. Tanween is a hidden noon sakin. It's a hidden noon sakin. Or if I say another word in another way, it is silent noon. Yeah. Okay. How are you familiar with this? For example, we saw that we put fatha on top of the line, but if I make it two lines, then it becomes an. What is the sound comes out? An. And similarly, if I put the two kasra underneath, becomes in, and then two Dhammas on top will be un. Yeah. Okay. So, if one of you or two of you can just play along, then it helps me carry on. So I hope everybody is following. So every now and then a simple nod or something will help me. Okay. So if I try to give an example of this, so think about this. This is letter ba. And if I put two fatha on this, because we have been learning this from childhood, we know that is ban. It will be like something like ban. Okay, don't take it ban. I'm not talking about English. I'm saying ban. Just literally saying ban. What does this mean? What this means is this word is equal to letter ba with a fatha on it plus a noon sakina, and it becomes called ban. Sister Nasin, are you
Yes.
with me? So do you see what I meant by this? So, but if you write it like this, you will not see it like this, but you will see it this variation. So when you see a letter like double fatha, in your mind, the picture should be, oh, there is a letter ba with the fatha, plus there is a hidden sukoon, noon in here, hidden noon. And why there is a sukoon? Because sukoon means no haraka. Is that making sense? Okay. So if ban is ba plus noon is ban, then letter B with the kasra will be letter B plus noon will be bin. Making sense? Okay. Similarly, letter ba with the dhammatan, it will be letter ba with the fat dhamma plus noon sakina. It will become bun. So this is called tanween. What is it called? Tanween. And because it has the noon nasal sound, so the English word for it, the nation, like you are bringing the noon sound. So ban, bin, bun, you see the sound is coming from the nose. Okay. Can I change the slide or you guys have a question about it? No questions? Okay, good.
No.
For that, this is all short. This is all referring to short vowels, or
No, this is the, remember with the short vowels, we had the single fatha, single kasra, and single dhamma, right?
yes,
In the long vowels, we had the single kasra plus the letter alif, single kasra plus the letter ya, single dhamma and letter ya. So that was the long vowel. In this one, there is double fatha, double kasra, and double dhamma. So it's called fatatan, kasratan, dhammatan. And basically, this is a shortcut of writing this ban. If you write it like this, it will be hard to write the Arabic letters. So what they have done, they have short lettered into ban with two harakas. But the reason I showed you this, that if you expand this B letter ba with the two fathas, in actuality, it is ba with the short vowel and a silent noon. Is that clear?
yes.
Okay, so that is why they call it tanween, and tanween is so common in the Quran. That's why there are rules of tanween when we get idgham and gunna and ikfa and all that. So you need to. This will be a very basic level knowledge, but it will really help you with the tajweed, inshallah. So narration is that.